Good morning, Foley High School. Will you please stand for a moment of silent meditation and remain standing as we honor our nation in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. And now, join me for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Foley High School. I'm Maddie Atkins. We have a lot of interesting things going on around campus today, so listen up. This is the Lion Pride News.
Peer helper applications are now available in room 406. You may pick up and complete an application today or Monday. All applications are due to Mrs. Champion by Tuesday, December 2nd.
I'm here with Caleb Santa Cruz, who has just had the prestigious honor of becoming an Eagle Scout. So Caleb, how long have you been a Boy Scout?
I actually joined the Cub Scouts when I was just turning 7. I was actually 6 years old, so it's something I've been doing for actually more than 10 years. Cub Scouts is kind of like the mini youth organization that is before Boy Scouts. You become a Boy Scout like when you're 12 years old or anything like that, but Cub Scouts ranges from like 6 to 12, or from 6 to when you pass the 6th grade.
Awesome. So what exactly does it take to become an Eagle Scout?
To become an Eagle Scout, there are 8 different ranks of scouting that you have to progress through, and there's a lot of work with every single rank. There are certain small time requirements, certain activities that you have to do, stuff like that, but then the main thing is probably the Eagle Scout project, which is what you do when you're a Life Scout, which is right before Eagle. And for all that, you have to plan all the people that are going to be at your project, all of the funds, the money, anything that goes into it, where it's going to be, who it's going to be with. Like mine, for example, I worked with the city of Foley for about 6 months planning out a project at Graham Creek Nature Preserve that was there, and then I spent about a month or so of different weekends and different days working there and doing different stuff on that site to help improve the site itself.
That sounds cool. Do you have any additional comments you'd like to add?
Shout out to Michael Hare and Jarrett Styron. Those are 2 of the Eagle Scouts walking around campus, so if you see them, give them a high five, tell them what's up. They're pretty nice guys, but I think that's about all. So thank y'all for having me today.
Thank you for taking the time out to interview.
It's a very prestigious honor.
Now back to the news.
Ms. Terry Smith is in need of volunteers to work the children's craft area at Let Us Know on December 6th after the parade. Volunteers can sign up in her room, 706.
Juniors and seniors, are you currently a member of a fire department? South Baldwin Center for Technology will open the Fire Science Academy in January 2015. Students interested in pursuing this field must be accepted into the program. The program requires students to be academically proficient, good standing with their high school in attendance and behavior, as well as in good physical shape in order to complete the physical requirements of the curriculum.
A 24-hour course in first aid is required prior to the course beginning in January. The 24-hour course will be taught after school and possibly on the weekend to get the required curriculum covered. If you're interested in applying to this program, please see your counselor today. January will be too late.
We have a lot of birthdays to announce since we're going to be out for the holidays this week. Celebrating today are Mr. Jimmy O'Kane, Elizabeth South, Emily Stapleton, Michaela Williams-Houston, Devin Thompson, and Noel Lynn. Celebrating tomorrow are Chase Eicher, Tia Lyman, Bradley Watson, and Allie Spicer. And celebrating on Thursday are Olivia Quintero Pina, Felix Mendez, Jalen Coleman, and Tristan Nolan. I hope you all have a great day.
Alright, Foley High School, it's time for dessert. This is the last day that we'll be doing recipes for Thanksgiving food on the Lion Pride News. And you Starbucks lovers, I've got a special recipe for you. This is a pumpkin pie to match your pumpkin spice latte. So we're going to start off with the ingredients. What you're going to need is 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese softened. Then you'll need 2 cups of canned pumpkins mashed, 1 cup of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 egg, plus 2 egg yolks, slightly beaten a little bit, 1 cup of half and half, 1/4 cup of butter, completely melted, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger, which is optional if you don't like the taste of ginger, and 1 piece of pre-made pie dough, whipped cream for topping. Alright, we'll start with the pie crust itself. Before we start making the pie crust, what you'll need to do is preheat the oven to 350 degrees. You'll place the first piece of pre-made pie dough down into a 9-inch pie pan and press down along the bottom and the sides. You can pinch and crimp the edge of the sides so you can make a pretty little pattern with the crust. Put the pie shell back into the freezer for 1 hour to firm up, and then you fit a piece of aluminum foil to cover the inside of the shell completely. Fill the shell to the edges with pie weights or dried beans about 2 pounds and place it in the oven and bake for 10 minutes. Remove the foil and pie weights and bake for another 10 minutes or until you see it start to have color. For the filling, in a large mixing bowl, beat the cream cheese with a hand mixer. So something that kind of looks like this. So slide it around. And beat it until it's all mixed together. Now do the same with the pumpkin and beat it with the cream cheese. Also, you need the sugar, salt, and beat with the eggs mixed with the yolks, half and half, and melted butter. Also, get the vanilla, cinnamon, and ginger and beat until it's all one big mixture. You pour the filling into the pie crust, get it, put it in the oven for 50 minutes, and just wait until it's set. And after it's cooled at room temperature on a regular wire rack, add a lot of whipped cream, because who doesn't like whipped cream? I sure do, except for maybe the cheerleaders. They kind of got pied in the face with it last week. And again, you can find these recipes on FoleyLinesRoar.com. I hope that you guys have a great Thanksgiving, and I really hope you have a great meal.
The help desk will be closed on Monday, December 1st until after lunch.
It's time for the pride picks. Our first pick is Kristen Jones
and Kenneth Bishop. Congratulations to both of you and have a great day.
We would like to take a moment and congratulate Sydney Rencher and Brianna Smith for being selected as the Outstanding Sports Medicine Students for the year. They were rewarded with a behind-the-scenes trip to Auburn University football game Saturday. Jamie Crowley, former high school teacher, works on staff with Auburn and sponsored this reward. Please join us in congratulating these students when you see them around the school.
Hi, I'm Daniel Hunt, and this is your sports segment. JV and varsity baseball tryouts are here. Tryouts for 7th through 10th graders will be Tuesday, December 2nd at 4 o'clock p.m., and tryouts for 11th through 12th graders will be Thursday, December 4th at 4 o'clock p.m. Evaluations will be in the baseball field or in the indoor facility. If you do not have a physical on file, you cannot try out. If you received a physical with the school last January or played on varsity or JV, then your physical is still good and there is no need to get a new one. You only need a new physical and player release form if you are trying out for the first time. If you want to get some more updates, check out Foley High School on their Facebook page or follow them at FHS Ball on Twitter. In other news, we got some good football games coming up on Thanksgiving, all 3 huge division matchups. Starting early, we got Jay Cutler and the struggling Bears heading over to Detroit in a huge NFC North matchup, followed by the Philadelphia Eagles flying down to Jerry's World to take on Tony Romo and the Cowboys for complete control of the NFC East. The final game features 2 key NFC West contenders who are looking to get back on track following slow starts. The Seattle Seahawks will visit the 49ers as Colin Kaepernick and co. look for their 4th straight win. That's all we got for you. Now back to the news.
Cody, I thought I told you not to wear red this week. Why are you wearing red?
I'm sorry, Mr. Wilson, I forgot. This is the only shirt I had.
Foley High School, it's turkey time.
Mr. Wilson?
Wilson, it was just my festive ringtone.
When I was a kid, I used to have to make stuffing on Thanksgiving. It was a pretty crummy job.
And that's all of our news for today. We'll see you back here on Monday. Have a great Thanksgiving.